Sally Telly!
This term, we're looking back to help us move forwards. Kamua kamuri is a Māori proverb that talks about walking backwards into the future. It's kind of like someone rowing a boat. Even though they're moving forward, they're still looking back to see where they've come from.
So when we want to see where our faith has come from, we look at this, the Bible. In the Bible, there's many songs, stories, poems, and other writings where we see people experience God's rescue plan. He shows them ways to reconnect with Him and to live at peace with each other and the earth.
How good, right? Each week we'll be discovering stories of people in the Bible who experience part of God's rescue plan, who learn something about His love and how to put it into practice.
Today's discoveries are stories written about the life of Jesus. Some of these stories were written by Matthew.
Now, Matthew was a follower of Jesus, but before he did that, he collected taxes, which means taking some of people's money and giving it to the government.
This didn't make him very popular, and before he became a follower of Jesus, he didn't have many friends, but following Jesus gave him new friends and family. It also gave him a new purpose, sharing God's love with those around him. Matthew wrote down all his memories of his time with Jesus and turned them into a book to help all the lifelong followers of Jesus.
Well, let's jump straight in and see what Matthew has to say about God's rescue plan.
Kia ora tamariki mā, and welcome back to The Word. I wonder if you've ever wondered what Jesus' life was like when he was a kid. Do you know that from when he was just a little toddler, his family had to leave all of their whānau and move to a different country because of a crazy, jealous king? Herod had heard that a baby had been born, and he thought this baby was going to take his place. Imagine being jealous of a little baby. Weird, right? But I think King Herod must have known in his heart that there was something extraordinary about this baby. Eventually, Jesus and his whānau moved back to Israel and lived in a little village called Nazareth. His dad, Joseph, used to build things. He was a carpenter. Back in Bible times, whatever your dad did for work, you would learn and follow in his footsteps. So as a kid, Jesus would have been learning how to saw and hammer and build things. Once, when Jesus was 12 years old, he got lost for 3 days. Or at least they thought he was lost. No one knew where he was. Well, no one except for Jesus. He had travelled with his whānau to Jerusalem for a massive celebration, which they did every year to remember the time when God set his people free from Egypt as part of his rescue plan. When it came time to travel, they couldn't find Jesus anywhere. I wonder if you know where Jesus was hanging out. Well, eventually they found him. He was at the temple in God's house, sharing what he knew about Te Kaihanga. When he was all grown up, Jesus ran into his cousin John, who baptized him in the Jordan River. This again was all a part of God's rescue plan, and now Jesus was ready to play his part. He travelled back home to Nazareth, and when he went to the temple, he read the word, and it said this: "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me. He has sent me to share the good news with the poor. He has sent me to heal those who are sad and have broken hearts. He sent me to announce that there is freedom for those who have had hard things happen in their past." Jesus kept reading and said the blind would see again, and the people that everyone looked down on, well, I've come for them as well. They're part of my whānau. God's family is for those who feel like the outsiders. It's for everyone. The scene was set. No one had ever taught like this before. Was Jesus really saying that God was making room in his whānau for everyone? Especially those that everyone else left out. Jesus carried on teaching and preaching everywhere he went. What amazes me the most is that Jesus didn't just say all that stuff about including others and then carry on with life as normal. He actually started living it out and inviting those who were left out to follow him. "Come," he said to the fishermen. "Who, us? You want us? We don't know anything. We're not smart like those guys over there." But Jesus called them, and he was serious about including them. "Kia ora, what's your name? Do you want to come and hang with us?" Jesus was inviting the widows, the cheaters, the poor, the sick, and the lonely people to come and be part of his whānau. He showed them love and taught them how to love others. He taught them how to forgive the people who had bullied them and left them out. He taught them that loving God and loving everyone around us, not just those who look like us, act like us, or are related to us, is the key to us playing our part in God's rescue plan. As lifelong followers of Jesus, God is calling us to love more, to love him and to love others. I wonder what you could be doing to share aroha with others and include them in your circle of friends.
Kia ora, Sally Telly kids, how are you going? Today, actually, I'm in Naino because I just came to meet one of my mates. Actually, I might introduce you. This is my friend Sarah here. Me and Sarah, we've known each other for quite a while now.
21 years.
21?
Yeah.
I thought it was more like 15.
I'm 21.
21?
I was 19, you were 45.
No, I'm 45 now. Sarah was 19 when we first met, and we met each other at Salvation Army Youth Services, didn't we?
Yep.
Now,
I ran away from home.
you'd run away from home and you'd come to hang out with us, hadn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I know the guy that took me in and gave me a home in a bed.
Home in a
And I
bed?
met you.
And you met me?
Yeah.
Well, so me and Sarah have known each other for quite a while now, and over the time we've known each other, we've had some really good moments, some fun times, and actually one of the funniest things that I used to remember that we used to do is often Sarah would go, "Breen, do you want to come for a ride on my chair with me?" And so what she'd do, she'd give me to stand on the back and we'd race down the street, and unfortunately, I don't know if it was me driving bad or you driving bad, but she would sort of head in and people were jumping out of the way and we'd laugh and signs, crash into signs and stuff. And I just remember cracking up and laughing about
What about
that
your
stuff.
dreads and your desk, your dreadlock?
The dreadlocks in my desk.
That was fun. You used to bring them out and I go, "Ooh, yuck!"
Okay, so here's the thing. So was that one of the best memories you had of me?
The one I remember most.
The one she remembers most. So I used to have dreadlocks, Sally Telly kids, and they were long, and I remember cutting them off one day and I kind of put them in my drawer at work and I kind of forgot about them, and they were there for about 3 years. Were they smelly?
Yeah.
So we had a lot of good times sort of together, you know, from the time we met each other, Just had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we also realised that we had a few things
Like
in
tattoos?
common. Like I guess like tattoos. And I know, Sarah, tell me your favourite chocolate. I know.
Pookie
Perky nanas.
and chocolate fish.
Chocolate fish. I love perky nanas and I love chocolate
And peanut butter
fish.
chocolate.
Wait a minute.
Protein bar.
Okay. We also have things that aren't in common, things that we don't like. I don't like protein bars, and I definitely don't like.
Chips.
Well, I like chips, but I don't like the fish.
So what do you have when you go to hot fish and chip? A hot dog?
A pork bun.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? We have things in common, and there's things that we don't have in common.
Yeah.
So another thing that's different about Sarah and I, or me and Sarah,
Yeah.
is that Sarah's actually got dystonia. Do you want to share with the kids a bit about what dystonia is?
My body's spasms and I can't control it. I can walk a bit, but not far.
So walking a bit can be a bit tricky.
Yeah, not very far. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, thanks Sarah, that's cool. Thanks for sharing with the kids.
Um,
Not everyone knows really what dystonia is, and thanks for explaining it.
Yeah.
Has it ever made anything hard for you?
Well, I've been a homeless disabled people for 19 years. I had trouble eating and drinking, making stuff,
So,
washing, day-to-day tasks.
okay,
Like things that you and your mum do easy, hard for you.
yeah. So day-to-day tasks are quite difficult.
Yeah.
So, Sarah, I know there's heaps of things you've done in your life and there's heaps of things that you enjoy doing. I reckon it'd be cool if you told some of the Sally Telly kids what you like to do and some of the things that you've done in your life.
I like shopping, I like movies, I like beaches, I like hanging out with friends.
Well, in Sally Telly, as you guys know already, we've got a little catchphrase that kind of says something like this, that we believe that kids should be seen, heard and included. Isn't that right, kids? What is it that makes you feel included, Sarah?
Getting out to the music, saying hi to my tamariki, going to university, meeting my friends, just making feel wanted, like having birds things.
Yep.
People helping me in the supermarket.
People helping you at the supermarket?
Like the other customers, reach stuff and high shelf.
Oh, that's choice.
Maybe you could help somebody next time you see them in the supermarket.
Isn't that a great challenge, kids?
Or
Maybe
just
you can help.
Or just say hello.
Yeah. Well, it's been cool hanging out and thanks for talking to us here today and telling these guys a little bit about your story. Hey, look, we haven't finished hanging out. We're going to head off now, but...
Where's Missy?
Well, yeah, I'm sorry. I was going to introduce you.
Oh, so sorry I'm late. I was at the family store, the second-hand shop, getting these new shoes.
Get out of here.
Oh, look, we're finished, so we're gone. Catch you up. Hey, let's go. All right, Sarah, we're gone. Come this way, Sarah. See you, Missy. Oh, you're late.
I'm sorry. Oh, I can't believe they finished without me.
See you later, Missy. Woohoo! Let's go, let's go, let's go. Have a good day. No, not on the grass. Don't go on the grass. Onwards. Okay, forwards we go. Here we go.
Where you been?
No, don't, Sarah. I don't go on the grass.
I just love how looking back on our family history in the Bible helps me discover my place today as a lifelong follower of Jesus.
There's so much we can learn from the past about how to show God's love into the future.
And that's how we can join in God's rescue plan.
We're praying for you, Sally Telly whānau.
So before we go, remember, ki tea kia koe te atua, me rongo ko koe tōna whānau. God sees you, God hears you, and in God's family, you're included.